Welcome back to World Dairy Expo Review. Fabulous Farm Bay Pam Jahnke, happy to have you along with us. It's brought to you in part by World Dairy Expo and Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. And in case you can't tell, we're in the kitchens of the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, just one of the tools that they use with your checkoff dollars for research, promotion, education, and always advocating for Wisconsin's dairy industry. Now, again, if you were at World Dairy Expo, you could get a chance to sample great cheese curds. You'd get a chance to meet some of our master cheesemakers. Well, that's not happening. But guess what? The story of Wisconsin dairy continues on, even in light of the crazy world that we live in today. Have you thought about the cheese that you are enjoying on your burger, on a salad, on a sandwich, on that pizza? Well, guess what? There is a story behind that and how much it means to our Wisconsin dairy farm families. Rick Findlay's along with me. His official title is Vice President of Food Service and International Business. Now, I think it speaks pretty well to what we want to talk about, Rick, and that is how your world changed in a pretty rapid order with the food service industry, your partners that you work with. Tell me what that was like, what was happening.
We absolutely had to pivot and pivot quickly because, Pam, COVID was just, it has put the food service industry, frankly, in triage. Yeah. And though the retail side that business is booming, conversely in food service, they're suffering. And the latest industry numbers are that we might see 1 out of 6 restaurants across the United States close down permanently. That's some scary numbers.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I will say it's not all bad news because there are some segments, and it just so happens that many of the segments that we're going after, I kind of call it our PBS approach, pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches. Many of those outlets are really doing pretty well. And they're doing well. They have drive-through application. They have online application. They have delivery, pizzas. I was just speaking to some of our current customers, some of our current clients, cousins yesterday.
Right.
They just mentioned they've had 24 weeks in a row of positive comp sales. That's encouraging. Right. Another Wisconsin favorite is Topper's Pizza, and they are actually double-digit versus a year ago, which is really amazing. Right. So though I want to temper that with some reality, there really is some good news, and those are the folks that we're going after. And I'll say that we want to emphasize that proudly Wisconsin cheese badge. I mean, really, we have developed a 3-pronged strategy. That's to grow the awareness of our badge, right. 1. 2, to educate the influencers and the decision makers. So whether it's those marketing individuals, it's those chefs with research and development, right. utilizing great Wisconsin quality cheese, or if it's even the buyers, getting them to source Wisconsin products as opposed to maybe cheese coming from other states. So the last prong is to grow volume. That's certainly the biggest activity because we just want to move more Wisconsin milk and more Wisconsin cheese.
You know, and when you work with the clientele that you do, one ingredient, one menu adjustment can be big business for Wisconsin dairy, for Wisconsin dairy companies. How do you have that conversation about a feature, a special, an addition?
Well, we come at it in a couple different ways. Certainly, we would love to get on operators' menus, what we call evergreen, to be on that menu 365 days a year. Frankly, the easier way to do it, though, is to come at them with what we call an LTO, a limited time offer. That enables us to get our foot in the door.
Sure.
So, for instance, A&W. Well, you might not know, but October 15th, Curd Day, National Curd Day coming up, just FYI. And we're doing a great promotion with Culver's. They do so much business with their curds. They see that growing their ticket size. I mean, there's 2 ways that restaurants grow their volume. 1, it's to get more people coming in, grow their traffic, or 2, to grow the ticket size. curds are an excellent example of growing that ticket size.
Right.
So years ago, we just started with curds with Culver's as an LTO. Now it's a regular item, and it represents a significant amount of their business, and that's why they're supporting it. What would be another example? I'll go back to Cousins again. They are putting pepper jack cheese on a sandwich that's going to be featured next summer. Pam, I can't name the outlet other than they've got thousands of stores of sandwich facilities around the United States. They're going to use a Belgioso fresh mozzarella in the spring. It's going to be on a caprese sandwich and salad, so that fresh mozz, and it will be an LTO. Hopefully it'll get on the menu forever, but it just enables us to utilize Wisconsin cheese exclusively and drive their volume. So that's one of the big things we do.
I feel like I'm in some super secret meeting. Did you hear what he said? That was a national client that we'll see something from with that.
We'll be able to announce it once we finalize all the details. Although I will say we are going after some new accounts, and two that I can announce because we've done some business with them. Noodles and Company, for instance, we've just brought on board, and we're participating in Mac and Cheese Day and driving some new products with them. And just today, we aligned with Famous Dave's, or actually it's Barbecue Holdings, which they have about 120. They started in Hayward, Wisconsin, and now our corporate office is in the cities in Minneapolis. But they've got about 125 barbecue restaurants across the U.S. They're going to start using our badge. They're going to start selling some Wisconsin cheese curds. Again, a great ticket generator for us. So they're coming on board. Their Granite City stores are going to be included, as well as Clark and Urban Barbecue. So almost 200 outlets across the U.S. So some exciting things happening.
Like I said, don't you feel like you're in a super secret meeting? We just found out all about that kind of stuff. Now start looking for it. When you're doing that sandwich, burger, or pizza order, think about where that cheese came from. Rick Findlay along with us. He's the man that's got the pulse on what's happening with our food service business as well as the international business. And aren't you glad that he's on staff for Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin? It's what it's all about, folks, connecting the dots. Whether World Dairy Expo is happening or not, these stories are unfolding as we speak, as you just heard. That'll do it for this World Dairy Expo review. Thanks in large part to World Dairy Expo, as well as our friends at Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Find more about this story and others, wisconsindairy.org. Fabulous farm, babe. Have a great day.